Today I'm talking about the amazing new Italian film, There's Still Tomorrow. I love this film so much. Highly, highly recommend it. You don't need to watch the rest of this review because my review is just, I freaking crazy loved it. Watch it, it's amazing. But if you need a little bit more convincing, the basic premise is in post-war Italy, this mother struggles to get by in a misogynistic society where her husband beats her a lot, her kids are thankless, and she is desperate to scrap together enough money just to get by. Man, where do I begin with my love and praise for this movie? It's so funny and so sad at the same time. Like, it really does such a great job of balancing both of those things. This woman is such a freaking badass. I was immediately captivated by her awesomeness. And like, they do such a good job too of really characterizing her and making her this fully three-dimensional person. She's so strong and smart and independent, but she's still just trapped in this very misogynistic society. And like, it's so heartbreaking too, because given the resources, she could do anything she wanted to do. And yet she still struggles to get past the culture of hating women and devaluing women. Like, there's such a powerful moment where like the daughter calls out the mom for sticking in this terrible situation. She does respond, but it's like, we're just here. This is just the world we have to deal with. This is just the fact of life, and this is what it is. And that's so heartbreaking. But she does also recognize that, like, man, this sucks. Can't she just run away? Can't she just go be with like her childhood love or just something else? It brings up so many interesting questions, and it's so powerful and it's so interesting. And the main actress, her performance is just so freaking perfect. She nails it. Like, there's so many great nuances that she effortlessly shows us. I don't have the words to praise her enough. She's fantastic. The use of music in this film is really interesting because basically whatever music happens is a trigger that means this is kind of more of a surrealist or metaphorical moment. Part of what helps that is that they use music from all sorts of different times. Like, one of the first times they used an electric guitar as the main character is walking down the street, and it sort of takes you out of the moment, but that's intentional because it just like highlights this woman, that she's like a woman out of time because she is such a freaking badass. The great tragedy is that she's stuck in this terrible time period when she could thrive anywhere further ahead in time. That's such a great, interesting idea. So this is a wonderful metaphor. Man, I could really go on and on and on with my praises for this film. It was so beautiful and so incredibly well done. The end, I won't say what happens. I was very, very moved by the end. One moment in particular with a connection between two of the characters, keep it vague, legitimately brought me to tears. But then after that, the very, very end of the film was so unexpected, but like makes perfect sense that like, of course this is what this is leading to, because that's like the giant middle finger to the patriarchy is this thing that's happening. And it's so beautiful. I crazy love this film and would wholeheartedly recommend it, like so enthusiastically. It's definitely an incredibly well-crafted female empowerment film, but like anyone can relate to and understand and just have an incredibly good time. I guess the only thing I would caution is if domestic violence stuff is triggering for you, you don't really see anything. But if that sounded a bit too much to you, then I would caution. But I would still really encourage though, because it is so, so good. I love it so much. I love it to bits. So yes, great film, thoroughly enjoyed, totally recommend. And now for my ranking, I put this at number 4 in the really like section. And this is out of a total of 26 new movies so far this year.